So much has changed since you were last on the show. Obviously, one huge thing has changed this season, which is the departure of Lewis Hamilton. And I wanted to start with a quote that I read in your new book, where talking about Lewis leaving, you said, "I like the situation."
So I heard the bells ringing 2 weeks before.
Did you? Rumours?
Yeah, the old man science called me and said, this is what's happening.
Really?
Yeah, and then there were a few drivers that rang me up that didn't before. So I thought, okay, there's something going on there. And then I sent a text to Fred Vasseur saying, "You're taking our driver?" ? Didn't get any response. Very unusual for Fred. He's a good friend. So yeah, I saw it coming. But then obviously when Lewis arrived in the house, like he did so many years before, and then we had a bit of a small talk, like we always do about the Christmas holidays and all of that. And then I said, well, we are recruiting from Ferrari now. We got this guy. And then Lewis was, oh, there's something I need to tell you. And yeah, when he said that, that initial moment was a little bit of, so this is really happening. I can't imagine you anywhere else than Mercedes. But instantly it's like, okay, what are we doing with this?
Yeah.
And yeah, that is always opportunity, like I said before.
So in that 2-week window, before the news was confirmed by Lewis himself, did you not want to, I would be so tempted just to pick up the phone to him straight away and say, hey, come on, what's happening?
No, I think, that was a situation which I wanted to just see how it was happening.
Yeah.
And leave it to him and to Fred to tell me that they were doing this.
So I think one of the interesting things about your role is that people will always look to you to have the answer, right? In a moment like that, the book actually says that Toto, in the hours after Lewis's news, Toto displayed, it says, an air of calm assurance. How do you project an air of calm assurance when something as big as that is happening? And I kind of wonder how you're actually feeling on the inside in that moment.
Well, I had much worse in my life happening, like real drama and trauma. This is not even moving the needle. Now, Lewis is a friend and will forever be a friend. We've had 12 years in the team together. So that was just an unusual thought of this is ending, but not challenging in whatever way, in whichever way. So no, that wasn't a problem. It's just a new situation. It has risks and opportunities. Risks in the sense of, this is how do I inform the sponsors as quickly as possible because it was leaking. And on the other side, what are we doing about next year?
So no energy spent trying to persuade him to stay? No.
I think if someone decides to go, then you need to let them go.
Yeah.
And that, I had a chat with Pep Guardiola a long time ago, and he's a friend. I said, what do you do if this and that player leaves? And he said, what do you mean I do? I said, well, do you try to convince them to stay? No. If somebody thinks he can play elsewhere better or earns more, then you just got to let them go. And it is something that I embrace in the same way here. Somebody wants to go, then let's make it as good as possible for each of the parties.